As you can see, the game is basically emulating a Diablo 2 style. Or even Diablo 1? Diablo 1, Diablo 2, around in that time frame, the style. Don't misunderstand me. It's not that I dislike retro style. I don't. But I'm just not yet really convinced, hooked on this graphic style. But let's see. So here's a warning. So there's a demo. There's a demo for this game on Steam. I will give you the link afterwards. But just be prepared. If you start this game, turn your volume down before you start it for the first time. Because yes, this developer also starts at 100%. Sadly. So there are not many controls. There's also this problem here that you cannot go. Maybe you can? No, you cannot do. There's some cutoff here and I don't know what it means. Maybe this is? Ah, this is the slider. Okay. But it's very simplistic controls. So yeah. Shit. No. There we go. We are not going to save that. Anyway, let's start. I see that I'm... Yes. Okay. In this game, I will always be in the way. So I'm going to do the solution that basically Choop is doing. And start to become a ghost. Something like this. That's okay. Okay. So as you can see, there's like some interface behind me. Which you cannot see very well is in the very bottom left corner. There's my health. Which is interestingly enough cut off. Why is that? Give me a second. There we go. Okay, now you can see it. Okay. Hopefully I can... Let's read it first before I click... No, let's not click into the game. Anyway. Mayrick Blast Mantle. What's all this on your minecart? You think you're some sort of pirate, do you? This is a war. No time for silly games. Wait, is that a working cannon? It was loud. And it wasn't even loaded. Well, if you really want to fight with a cannon, you will have to learn to use it properly. Grab one of those cannonballs and power it up in the mining phase. So yes, it's not gonna be a pure pinball. So this is the pinball section, but you're also going to move on a minecart. And it will also switch to some tactical gameplay between those matches with the pinball section. You will see. Permission to come aboard, Captain. Yar. Use space to fire balls. To fire balls, cannonballs. Use A and D to keep the ball in play. The more you hit, the more damage you will do. All rookies must score at least 25 to pass. A brave attempt, but all rookies must deal 25 in one hit in order to pass the combat training. Yay, failing the tutorial. I'm pretty sure this game is listed on Twitch, right? Yes, it is. It's on... What? You mean as a game section? Yes, but this is the demo, so I'm playing it in the section of games and demo. Hi, Suba. Peglin demo? 9. 30. Das wird sie. Lass uns schauen, wie genau die Kanone ist in der Kampfphase. I will make this exception sober. Das ist interessant. Ja, das ist normales Schweizerdeutsch. Ich erkläre das, wenn das durch ist. Nicht wirklich, nein. Aber ich glaube, ich habe schon mal davon gehört. Hoffe. Yes, I was speaking cheese. So, super. When you click on the reward, Speak Swiss, there's an explanation at top. And the explanation basically says, like, I'm not going to do Speak Swiss when I need to live translate. For example, like in a game. If I'm just talking, then the Speak Swiss is fine. But yeah, live translation into Swiss is not gonna happen. I made an exception for this one, so this is fine. So just for the future, you didn't do anything wrong, but I put exactly this description into the reward so people know. And Dice Omancer, I think I've heard of it. So this is not Peglin, because Peglin is, well, a variation of pinball. This is a pinball game. Live translation is a job, yes. Do you want to pay me coffee? I will do it. But it's gonna cost you. Hit the green pack to refresh the board. I'll add 2 now. That's gonna be wonderful and easy to do. With my currency, can I pay with exposure instead? Wink wink. You wish. Oi! Where you're wandering off to? You bumbling sphere? I'll go grab it and you can try again. Well, I tried. Wanna try Disomancer later? I have to first look at it. How's it going, Super? Mine ore to build up your frenzy meter. Once full, you cannonball +1/+2 deals 2 damage per hit instead of 1 for the rest of the round. Okay, I need to... Hopefully I can? No. Can I? How do I navigate this? Oh, okay. That's how I navigate this. Okay. Function not available in current version. That is very unfortunate. Because I wanted the speaking volume down. Now you're mining gold. Gold! That was unfortunate. Did you hear that? Quick, slay the beast. Oh no. Well, cannot do much about that. Yeah, may be strange, but you've certainly got some balls. Head down to the mines and give 'em hell. Okay. Refreshing pencil adds 1 extra refresh to the board. Hungry worms +1 ball discard per turn. Strong flipper. When a ball hits a flipper, next hit is doubled. Sure. And as you can see now, on the right side, is a map which we have never seen before in any game. Of course not. Your current ball is a bomb ball. Mining phase explodes after 5 hits. Battle phase explodes after 1 turn. Hover over trade text for more information. Ah, there we go. Okay. Okay, I didn't expect that it would end the round, but okay. Oh, I see. Okay. That's the wrong button. See, because A and D are responsible for the paddles, it's really annoying, because it would be better if I change the keys so each hand can be responsible for each paddle, but I can't. You know? Well, this skeleton is going to win. Good job, skeleton. Oh well. Yeah, it's a little bit unfortunate that in the demo you cannot just change your settings. This is really my biggest problem in this entire thing. Yeah, I just wanted to put my other hand on the keyboard and looked away. That was my biggest problem here. Yay! I want to test something. Yeah, okay, that works. Good to know. Why are they not exploding anymore? Oh, because I lost my trade, that's why. Oh. Okay. That makes sense. So the trades actually change? Randomly? Yeah. Kind of confusing, but okay. Okay, now I have none. This thing will explode anyway, so I can go for the treasure chest. The dwarves are hanging. Okay, cannonball damage. For each cannonball in hand. Cannonball damage minus for each non-cannonball in hand. Okay. On mining, frenzy begins. Increase current damage by 50%. +1 ball discard per turn. This one confuses the heck out of me because, like, what does that mean? Why would I want to discard more balls? Isn't it the opposite? that I want? Okay, upgrade at blacksmith, purchase at merchant, heal at tavern. Okay, I will go to the merchant in the hopes I can go to the other guys as well. But I don't know. Yeah, I have some spare balls in me sack here. Just don't ask me where I got them from. Okay. Scatter, explode, and explode too. I will buy explode too. Back? Oh, I can go back and do other things. Hey there, I can make your balls stronger for a price. Just place them on the anvil here and I'll start whacking. Yeah. Bomb ball, cannonball. Okay, if there's not much explanation, so that means these are the standard balls that I can upgrade, and these are specifically if I get a bomb ball. Okay. It's a bit confusing that he has the same upgrade for the normal balls, like multiple times, but whatever. Upgrade? Oh, need to upgrade here. Ah. Huh. It's still confusing. The game needs more explanation, to be honest. It's also interesting that we are, okay, I was like, okay, I have a map, but how do I choose where I want to go? And now I'm getting an answer to that. I mean, the right one is clear what it is. So let's go left. The question is, how do I go left? Oh, I see. I see. So I shoot a ball and then hopefully it's going to bring me into the correct direction. Yes, do you see, this is the problem. This is the basic problem playing it one-handed. See my problem? But as you might see in the top, in the lower right corner, this is version 00116, which is impressive actually, how which is actually impressive how much gameplay you already have in this early version. Yes, if you're wondering why is the camera like this, and the answer from the dev is because I could, because I wanted to do it like that. I felt like it's funny, so therefore I did it. Help a guy out! Help a guy out! Oh, it's on! Got my axe! Hey you! Yeet a weapon over! I'll give you my axe as a reward! Once I bludgeoned that beast. Yar. Huh. I was a little bit confused with the user interface here. Ball 2, ball 2, ball 1. I'm giving you a ball 1. Cheers, lad. Here is my access. Promise. Stay safe out there. I'm going home. Okay. So it's a chance. It's an event. I wanted to go right. Well, we're going to wait because, well, Jeff. Jeffity Jeff. Yeah. 20 seconds. Okay. I really wish I could change the settings. It's so annoying. It's so annoying to play this with one hand. Welcome back. See, it goes better because now I'm playing it with two hands. I feel like, if I'm perfectly honest, I would say that the ball that is yours should have like a visual difference to the other things on the screen. because now the ball is basically looking like all the other balls on the screen. So okay, cool. I mean, I aimed at this thing and I missed it. Yeah, I would also say here these enemies need a border so you understand how they are formed, because I just shot past the rat because I thought it would hit the rat. So yeah. Yeah. Ah, yeah, right. Oh. That is one of the things that I have not yet in my mind. That the balls, I think that's the thing that this game is doing. It gives you an inventory of balls. And these balls circle in this inventory. It's a circulating inventory. So that's why you have on one turn normal balls, on another turn you have like exploding balls, and another turn you have like linked together balls. That is one of the things that is extremely irritating here. And I try to look at my interface here, but there's no indication how this rotation looks like. They just tell you which ball is currently the active ball here in the top left corner, which is fine. I guess here it is displayed. Yeah, here is the display of your balls. Okay. So I would say to improve that, I mean, I don't know if this space here is gonna be used. If this space here is not gonna be used, then I would recommend to the developer to place here the next upcoming ball. I know this bar is specifically for that. That's why I say, like, if this space is not used, use this as a secondary visual indicator what the next ball is going to be. But it's not necessary. The other thing is, if this space is used, or this is not gonna be used for that, this will be the sole indication of the next incoming ball, then I would probably recommend that the developer does like some texture and visual indicators that show what these balls are. Like it's very hard to tell. Like the axe here, which is here, you can barely see the axe. So the axe needs definitely a bigger model for this. Definitely. And I feel like it would be useful if... See, here you see it's a cannonball 2. This is also a cannonball 2. This is a bomb ball 1. I would say, like, apart from the balls being actually like distinguishable here by color, that you indicate with a number on it which number this is. So the Roman 2 number could be on top of this ball, so you instantly know, okay, it's gonna be normal cannonball on tier 2. Oh, it's gonna be a bomb ball on tier 1. Oh, it's gonna be an axe on tier 8. You know, Like, that would really help. But yeah, it's in very early development, so... Wow, I couldn't even save that if I wanted to. Okay, now I have a scatter ball next. So what I'm going to do is aim at those guys. And I completely missed them. Okay. Noted. I couldn't know this, but noted. If I shoot a scatter ball, which is linked together, two balls linked together by a chain, you know, I expected to fire it and it will come out like a bowler. So it would be like spinning right away from the get-go. So I expected a circular damage area and not like it going to be straightforward, each ball behind it. So yeah, I couldn't know that because I expected otherwise. I shot it so I would hit both targets, but it didn't. So now we have a normal ball. Oh god. Okay, I get a normal cannonball. I'm going to try aim that at those. Like, hitting those rats there is so difficult. Your current ball has the damage totem trait, battle phase, damage in area that they are placed, should not be shot directly at enemies. Overall trade text for more information. Okay, so deals 10% of damage to all enemies in 10 meter every turn. Can be trampled. Okay. It's... I'll give him that. It's a very original. Trampled. Okay. Okay, now we have an exploding thing. And the same ball again, exploding thing. I'm gonna place it there so the rat is gonna get damage next turn. This stupid skeleton archer. Okay, we get a normal ball. God damn it. Normal. Let's try to hit that archer. That should hit him. Okay. So all in all, what we are learning out of this is that it is a good idea to have many different kinds of balls because they help you in various situations. I also don't understand why it just skipped a turn for me. That is not explained. It's just like, well, here we go. We have yet another explodey ball, which I'm going to place here. We have a normal ball. Sometimes it works, but only sometimes. Okay. This bomb is going to explode next. I still will try to hit that skeleton. There we go. Okay. When a ball hits a flipper, next hit is doubled. On peg hit, 5% chance to hit again. Ignores peg durability. When you pick up new ball, adds 5 max HP. Let's take the sharpshooter for now. Okay. Let's see what you have. He has a bunny ball. Let's get the bunny ball. And again. Now we are here. I wanna try to go to the right if possible. But I'm going to the left because because I wanted to be like, I saw the ball and then I was like, there are drakes over there. Okay, you could fast forward this. Here we are, Lair of Spiders. Okay, but the exploding ball there is not bad. Because it should take care of the spider nest. Hopefully, next round. There's a lot of spiders. Now we get a multi-ball. It's very hard to keep track of 2 balls at once. Okay, we have a multi-ball. Let's fire the multi-ball in this direction. Ah, that means I can shoot twice. Okay, cool. Yep, that at least did some damage to the spider nests, but not really. Huh. Okay. It's gonna be my end, or something like that. Another exploding ball. Shit. Shit. I didn't think. Okay. Exploding. Ow. Ow. I'm not entirely sure what I'm supposed to do here. Is the goal to kill as many spiders as spider? Do I need to kill the spider nest? Normal ball? No. Okay, we get a normal ball. It's a very interesting way of making a pinball game, but I also feel like now, like this specific situation with the spiders, I have to say, like, I feel like extremely underpowered to deal with so many enemies. Scatter shot. Ah. Okay, scatter shot. Remember, it's not going to do what you think it will do. I guess it will not really spawn more spiders. Okay, now we get the damaging totem. Ah, fuck. Yes, remember, this can be trampled. So, I'm going to lay it down there because the spitting spiders will not move. So, this will take care of those. Wow, it actually moved this time. That is unfair. You just changed how this spider works. Okay, a normal ball. Let's try to take care of that spider. Yeah, I feel like when you come here and you don't have like mostly exploding balls, this will mostly best you. Ah, that was too fast. Okay, normal. Yeah, okay. I see. Now I understand that. So, when you have fired all your balls, you need to reload, and that's why you don't get around here in the pinball section, and also not in the battle section. That's pretty harsh. This is what I mean, like, it's really difficult to see the ball because the same thing as everything else. So it can be trampled, but if I just lay there, the spiders will most likely not trample over that. Now the entire bar that displays which ball is going to be next makes of course a ton more sense. Okay, so this is a normal ball. Okay, this is a normal ball. Hopefully this is going to kill that spider. It is. We are going to get a scatter ball. Yeah. I will actually be as mean as to fire at the chest first before I take care of the spider. Because the spider is gonna take damage from the axe anyway. So, normal ball. Oh god. Okay. But yeah, I have to say, like, this specific scenario is cruel if you don't have, like, exploding balls. Doubles the effect of soul relics, take 1 damage when triggered, where I have no idea what soul relics are. When you pick up new balls, adds 5 max HP, cannonball damage +1 for each cannonball in hand. So if we are fully loaded, we do a lot of damage. But if we have special ones, for example the axe, we get -1, -1. Aha. Okay, let's choose this regardless, because we have only the axe, which is not a cannonball. Let's see. Looks like you've seen better days. Give your balls a rest and come and have a drink. 20 health for 15 coins. Yay. So, I wish I could buy the bomb ball. That would be cool. But I cannot. So let's buy a normal one. Again, deciding where we gonna go. There's only one way to go. Fire. Okay. We have a normal cannonball. Okay. Okay, same situation, but we have a normal cannonball here. So let's actually do this. So I already have the chest. The skeleton also took some damage, so that's okay. Wah 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 wah. More skeletons. Don't give up, Mr. Skeleton. Wow. Okay, cool. Fantastic. Ow. Exploding ball. That's all we get. But that is actually okay for you. I'm still don't think I'm going to survive this round. The explode ball. Okay, exploding ball. We all know where this is gonna go. Yeah, I don't see myself really surviving this. Or if I survive, then it's gonna be with very low life. Shit. The scatter one will go straight. So I'll do this. You know what would be really funny? See, there's this fireplace on the battle map. What if I shot a ball through that? It could heat up. Realistically, of course, if you shot a cannonball through a fireplace, it would not really like heat up. But you could say like there's a trait that your cannonballs are covered with tar or oil, and then if you fire it through a fireplace, it would actually set itself on fire. The damage totem. Okay. No. Yeah, I will fully expect that these archers will move at some point. But they're gonna lose next turn. Normal ball. Yeah. I think it doesn't matter what happens here.
Nice.
Overkill. Yeah?
Don't underestimate me by my height.
Fair enough. On hand reload. Refresh mining board. Okay. Adds +1/+3 to all balls with a totem trait. Okay. Let's take this one. I mean, if I want to survive, I need to heal again. I have no choice. I don't think I can do anything with 5 gold. Wait, I can upgrade stuff with 5. Okay. Oh, upgrade. This would mean the first battle, the first boss battle. Now, based on what I played so far, I would say it's pretty tough to actually finish an entire map. In all honesty. I like that you can speed up this. That, I feel, is very good. But yeah, I have to say, like, especially the spider event feels overpowered in the sense that the spiders are overpowered. Like, I struggled a lot with that. Normal ball. A shield symbol on an enemy health bar means you cannot damage them. Observe gameplay to see what lowers their health, such as if they are on an enemy spawner. Okay. So I cannot really damage the bone shield. Okay. Oh. That is a lot of damage. Exploding ball. Oh great, so it's not just the necromancer boss, it also brings me these guys. Okay, I expected that this would go a little bit farther than that. Okay, interestingly enough. Ah, so the necromancer summoned those skeletons, that's why he's not attacking me. Makes sense. Yeah. Okay, okay, this potentially will help me. I don't expect to survive, as you can see. Like, in like 1, 2, 3, 4 turns, probably less, I will be dead. Multiple. Which is inherently difficult to control. Yeah. That is not a lot of damage. Oh, because I can shoot twice? Ah. Who cares? Normal ball. I mean, in the end, the idea is to defeat the necromancer. But yeah, 1,000 lives and the normal ball deals 25 damage. Wow. I just slept for a moment. Apparently. 1 damage? Excuse you? 1 damage? What was that?
Blah, blah, blah. Get to my favorite beast. Thank you.
That's funny. Jesus. Yay, I get the scatter shot, my favorite attack. Smile. Am I supposed to shoot whatever there is in this chest back there? Is that the idea? Let me try out, because it doesn't really matter. I'm going to die anyway. Normal ball. I'm supposed to kill the necromancer, but like I also need to kill the skeleton. Exploding ball. Let's try it. Okay, that is definitely going to hit him. But does it matter? No? Yeah, next round is over. No, it's over. Wow. It's like the boss is like, yeah, I could kill you, but let's not. I don't know what to do here, to be honest. What was that? I clearly aimed that to the left of the skeleton. Okay. What happens if I click on feedback? Just curious. Oh, I see. It opens a Google document. Huh. Okay. Well, the general idea of the game is very appealing and interesting, in all honesty. But I feel like there still needs to be there need to do quite a lot of things to improve the gameplay. The humor is fine, nothing wrong with that. Everything from that part is okay. The idea how to go through those levels where you like literally do the entire like here's a map and here you can go and you know, which you know basically from other games. Good. It's also interesting that the choice of you going you left and right is also done in a pinball game. So that gives you even more RNG in the decision where your character is going. There's clearly a balancing issue there, which I have to say, like, yes, I know you can defeat this necromancer, but I didn't. I feel the event with the spiders is too uneven. Like, it feels at the moment like if you are not going to mostly buy exploding balls, you will be at a disadvantage, because the exploding balls do AoE damage, they do quite a lot of good AoE damage. The axe is definitely helping a lot in doing totem AoE damage. So the axe is good, the bombs are good, but everything else feels subpar. It feels subpar because, like, when you have the mining phase, aka the battle phase, I call it battle phase, but it's the mining phase. I think that is the no, it must be the battle phase. The mining phase is when you play the pinball section, sorry. So when you do the battle phase, it feels like, since every battle is going to throw many enemies at you, it feels like every time you have like a ball in your inventory that is purely focused on single target damage, it feels like a waste. Because you want to deal AoE damage to get rid of as many enemies as fast as possible, so every time you have to waste an entire round to just damage one enemy, which probably also gonna take 3 hits before they die, that is a problem. So either it needs to be balanced out that single target balls will be stronger, or give it a trait. You know, I'm not entirely sure if I saw it correctly. So when like 2 enemies are behind each other and I shoot a single ball at them, if it went through both and damaged both, if that's the case, then it would probably help something like, if this ball deals damage, that this ball deals X amount multiplicated damage to the first enemy and then starts to degrade in damage for each additional target hit beyond that. I feel like that would already help, plus that the single target ball needs to do basic more damage. And maybe it also needs actually a nerf on the exploding balls? I mean, I don't feel like the axe needs a nerf. I feel like the axe is actually quite at the right place. I feel like it's at the right place damage-wise. In the worst case, so to speak, I would only say, like, buff the axe instead, but don't nerf it. Like, I don't feel like the axe needs less damage ever, as long as not other things are getting added or changed that would make the axe OP. But I feel like the exploding balls do a ton of damage. So they are basically, currently in this demo at least, the best balls you can find. Then again, I only did one event, which gave me the axe. I don't know what other items are there that are counted as special items that you can shoot. But yeah, when I encountered the spiders, my first idea was like, okay, since the game teach me there's a box that glows, if I shoot it, I'll get loot out of it, which is very reasonable to understand and see. I saw also the spider nests, which have red glows, which I have then the feeling of like, okay, maybe I can get rid of the spider nest so it's not going to spawn more spiders. And I think I misunderstood this, because if I remember correctly, I couldn't deal damage to the spider nests. So that is irritating. I would say, like, if you cannot remove the spider nests by damaging them, then don't make red particles emit from them, because it confuses the player as this is a target I can attack, when it's not. But yeah, the spider event had like a lot of enemies coming at me, and I didn't have the capacity to really deal with this threat in a useful manner. Like, this singular event basically only taught me one thing, and that thing is, well, guess you didn't invest enough in exploding balls. Too bad to be you, you know, kind of like that. And yes, this is a lesson that you might learn because you play like a Rogue-Similar game. That is okay. It just was right away the event to damage me so much that I wouldn't even stand a chance against that mini-boss. Which I also have to say is like not easy to deal with. So there could be a specific gimmick to this boss. Maybe you need to destroy these spawners. There is a possibility for that. I saw that the axe can damage them, so direct damage doesn't deal damage to those spawners, but indirect damage, aka the dot damage from the axe, could deal damage to it. I will also make the assumption that exploding balls will also deal damage to those. And basic principle of understanding how games work, I would say probably you need to destroy both spawners, and every time you do, it would deal massive damage to the necromancer. Maybe I make only assumptions here, because I feel like the way the fight goes is logical. I mean, it's a necromancer. Why should he deal with you when he can summon skeletons to do his job? Logical. But the way the game works, it feels overwhelming. So if my theory, or my assumption I should say, not theory, if my assumption is correct, then that is okay. Because then it's a gimmick fight for the most part. Kill the spawners, deal damage to the necromancer, and then finish him off. Fair enough. Maybe I would say the damage that the necromancer can shoot at you, I would nerf down. I feel like 8 damage per hit is pretty significant. It's also even more significant because it happens after you had at least one encounter with spiders. So, of course this is being critical on a high level, but I feel like it's fair to say those words and say like, I feel like this and that about the demo, because it is in its first steps of becoming a game. And the other things I actually already stated, like it would be useful for the loading bar where the balls and the other items are in to already have a number a number on top of it, so you directly know like which it is. Yes, it's correct. I have a mouse cursor. I can use it to hover over the balls to see what it is. But the less I need to do this, while the game itself works with like basically 3 keys, you know, left paddle, right paddle, and shoot the ball. I feel more convinced of like playing the game on the keyboard alone and never touch my mouse to begin with. So yeah, I say like the more information I can get visually directly from the game without even like doing this and hover over things, the better. It's a minor thing, and it would not even be the worst thing if that is never gonna be a thing in the game at all. It's just what I feel like would make the overview over your arsenal easier. And I definitely agree on that. Like the axe in the loading bar is far too small and has basically no contrast. I couldn't even tell there is an axe there. It just looked like an empty field with a few pixels sometimes showing up. So, like I said, it's probably better to give like some visual indicator to the loading bar of each ball and each item that you clearly can identify what it is. In the case of the axe needs to be bigger. Like, I couldn't tell there is an axe. Make the axe bigger, give it a contrast around the axe. Like an what is it called? Outline? An outline around the axe, so I can tell there's an axe. And for the mining section, aka the pinball section, the balls I'm shooting should have like a different kind of color as an outline at least than the rest of the play field. So far we have seen that the outlines for the playfield is either white or green. So give the balls other very distinct color, and in the best case scenario you're also going to integrate an option that let us adjust the color and the intensity of the color, aka saturation. So give us just a normal color field, so we can choose like, oh, I want this color, and then just adjust the saturation or something like that. So everybody can play it in a way that they feel comfortable with and say like, I can identify my ball in this gameplay section. And the last thing is basically like the chain together balls is fine in the pinball section, but is very confusing in the battle section, where, like I said, I expected it to shoot and then come out of my cannon like a bowler spinning. And it didn't do that. It acted like a simple normal cannonball, which then made me like miss enemies. And the absolute last thing is like, yes, please give also enemies an outline that I can identify them. Because like in the section with the rats, it was hard to tell where is the body of the rat. So I missed a few shots on the rats because I couldn't tell. So yes, this is my critique yapping about the game at the moment. And there is the corporate machine that gives us ads. But I will finish this yapping during the ads. make myself visible again. So the last thing I would probably leave here is it is a game that I feel interested. It's okay with the graphic style. When I watched somebody else play it, I was like, this is not convincing me enough. And I would say like, I'm okay with the style. I will definitely keep an eye on the game and hopefully it will evolve and add things and makes it more like, hopefully cover most of the things that I criticized in some way, because, well, I heard the developer, and the developer is a chill, easygoing person, and I feel like he's certainly going to listen to the community, otherwise he wouldn't have like this, where he instantly takes like feedback. But yeah, I might leave a feedback through the Google document, but if there's a forum where the developer is also like reading, hopefully, you should, it is probably easier to leave a longer feedback in the forums, so I might do that. Regardless, a good look into this if you are interested in this game. Let me go to the store page. Here's a link. Also, the people are coming out of the ads in like 10 seconds. Here's a link. That is the page. It is a coming soon game. That is the link to the demo. But the game is a coming soon. Which is understandable. I mean, the demo is like like alpha state, whatever. But yeah, that basically concludes that. It's good that I gave it a try. You know, not just watching someone play it on stream, but actually try out the demo myself. This helped a lot to actually form my own opinion about it. So yeah.